Hey, Gemini. Jenny here. Thank you so much, you girl from Bulgaria, the Balkans. Thank you so much for joining me. We will look into November tarot for you. What are the messages? What is the guidance? And then I'm going to close it with the beautiful unknown situation oracle that has been shocking up to now, so on point, and such a big, beautiful wrapping up of the tarot read every time. I bought it intuitively, so well done. Love it. I hope that it's helpful for you. So, I will be reading from the classical Shining Tarot deck. I don't leave any, I don't have any reversals in my deck. If they come, though, I will read them as such. I take only one card. If another card flies out together with another card in pair, I also take it together. So I hope that you had amazing October, the 12th month, and November is another interesting month. By the way, the astrology says about Geminis, what is coming. Sorry. Let me just tell you quickly, and then we'll start with the tarot. If you don't like the intros, you can fast forward. I don't mind. As soon as you see me shuffling, this means I started with the tarot. I just wanted to say that the astrology for Gemini says that you will be quite busy. You have to focus more on better balance, work, and health. And also, it's an amazing time to kick old habits which don't serve anymore, and focus and build new habits which are the best for you, for your well-being, for your health, for you feeling better and happier and more satisfied. So amazing. By the way, I'm saying that because also I'm moon rising in Gemini. I'm Leo otherwise with Virgo ascendant. So definitely I'm checking as well for Gemini, the messages. And I am actually doing that. I've done a lot of changes in my routines, and especially recently, the last month or two, much focus on better health and work balance, and kicking old habits, which I also think that they are outdated now. Now, what's coming, what's brewing towards you? Knight of Swords. Speed, and passion, and communication, clarity, breakthroughs. So let's see. I don't rename my readings at the moment as love or career. The tarot will show us what it is. Also, I will give you as many explanations and interpretations as I can. I'm reading intuitively. Please enjoy and allow me to do my own thing. I will help, and this is why I'm here to help. But please, I read it intuitively, and I'm doing my best to also allow for you to uh, use the interpretations, but apply it yourself to your situation. We're all amazing beings, and we have amazing capabilities of strong intuition and clairvoyance. So you don't need to pigeonhole yourself through explanations, interpretations of a tarot reading by anyone, actually. You will just have to use the guidance, the information, the possible scenarios, but apply it to your own scenario and see how it can help you. The mini clarifier for the Knight of Swords is your High Priestess. Amazing. Major Arcana card. Let's see. Interesting. What is the obstacle challenge for Gemini for November? You beautiful, funny, adventurous, attractive, sexy souls. Very friendly, very sociable, very intelligent. Yes. I had a long relationship many years ago with Gemini. Amazing guy. We had a lot of fun. What is the obstacle and challenge for you is the Nine of Swords. Sorry, retrograde. Mercury is approaching. Oh my God, OMG. I already experienced quite a big slap yesterday because I actually tried to do this video for you and for two other zodiac signs, and I've checked and tested everything. But when I finished the three last reads for November that I wanted to do. None of them had any sound, so here I am. I'm doing them again today. But you know what to do. Let's just enjoy it. Month of November is going to be interesting as well because it's in Scorpio. I mean, the retrograde Mercury is going to be something else because it's in Scorpio season, which brings us very deep emotions, and it will amplify a lot of things together with the ego. So we have to be careful. Now, the mini clarifier for your nine of swords. I continue saying nine of swords. We already got it. I'm sorry, apologies. So the mini clarifier for your nine of swords, which is the anxiety heavy card, which is in your obstacle, is the nine of cups. We will be explaining now in a minute what that is. What is the outcome, please? What is the outcome for Gemini for November 2025? What is the outcome? How are you doing, Geminis? How are you doing? How are you planning to close this year? I'm sure you're doing fabulous. It's been a very, very hectic year with a lot of interesting planetary first ever for our lifetime positions and eclipses all over the place. But here we are surviving. We're like warriors, going through the motions of what the universe wants to serve us. So fantastic. So in your outcome is your Hierophant, beautiful, your structure. I call it the church card in the tarot. This is what it is to me. We know what the church is and what it has been throughout the centuries. We know what the Vatican is. So it's not only, of course, that, it's tradition, it's mentorship, it's good advice, it's a strong, stable foundation that you can rely on. That's amazing. That's in your outcome. Okay, cards are flying out. The mini clarifier for the Hierophant is your Ten of Swords. Ooh, a little bit of heaviness here. We will clarify what is going on. A little bit of heavy emotions. Now, yes, as I said already, for specific people, especially this November is going to be very, very heavy because of the emotions. There will be, as we talked, retrograde Mercury, which is usually very connected as well with past hurts, past emotions, past experiences, past people, past issues, etc., resurfacing to be addressed. But the very important message for absolutely everyone, every zodiac sign, all people, is that we have to do our best to communicate clearly, but we will be in the Mercury retrograde, which is usually a challenge. And the second thing, operating from the heart. And the third thing, trying to control the ego so we can resolve these issues, because the Mercury retrograde is in November, i.e. end of 2025, and we have to, dead or alive, like is the saying, not literally, please. We have to make sure that we close these old issues, hurts, or whatever it is there, disputes. We close it off peacefully as much as we can and move into the new year. No baggage in the new year is allowed, because also the 2026 is already the actual us, humanity, moving into the new era, energetic race. So I've been saying to everyone that because I know it, I've read it, and I would always make sure that I just throw notes now in these readings, because it's also, we're approaching end of the year, festive, as you know, everyone is going to be busy. Who is going to hear what? We don't know. And will I remember to say it again and again? I don't know. So I'm just saying it now to make sure I've said it. Please, please, I hope you beautiful souls, you hear me out. Now, let's see. What's coming, what's brewing towards you? Knight of Swords and the High Priestess. As I said, yeah, they will be with clarity, but a fast-moving person or news or communication coming, very determined, very passionate. He can be a little bit overwhelming. Now, she doesn't matter in the tarot, but I am speaking in terms of how the card is depicted. It's easier for me, but you just have to get out of this terminology, she or he. You can reverse it, whether you are a man waiting to communicate with a woman or with another man. It doesn't matter. It's whatever. I'm just saying there is no gender, but I'm speaking however the character is depicted as it's easier. So this person, this knight, is moving fast with fire, with determination, about communication, about could be even an offer. It's not the specific offer card, but of course, if somebody is moving towards you with this much of speed and determination, it's about something important. This is coming towards you. Um, the only a little bit downside of this card is that it could be too much passion, too much fire, too much uneasiness. Even with that, it's not very stable. It's a bit erratic, maybe even yeah, exactly. Erratic a little bit. Maybe the person was withholding for a long time, or there were some other obstacles, and somebody now is ready to do whatever steps he needs to do. Whether this is love or career or partnership, it's not yet very clear. You can apply it as the situation is for you. Again, I was just saying, please don't pigeonhole what I can come up here with. Use the intuitive reading and even readings the best way you can using your own capabilities. So, passion, drive, breakthrough of a sort, however, is going to be feeling like a little bit too much. This is the only downside now. And I'm saying that because I'm looking at what with the other cards and what is in your obstacle and challenge and in the outcome. This card is clarified, mini clarified, and friend I call it, is the High Priestess. High Priestess is the inner intuition knowledge. I know what I know, and I know the truth. But also can be a symbol of secrets, of not actually letting the other people know or exposing what she knows. Um, so because it's in what's coming towards you and it's with this Knight of Swords, I will take it more like it's descriptive of the person that is coming towards you or you will be dealing with. It feels like this person thinks that he knows what to do, what to say, why to say it, how to say it. One thing, which it might not be the case, or that he is convinced that he knows what will be happening after this approach or communication. And the other thing, unfortunately, also can mean that he is moving or she is moving with the will to communicate, conversate, or move something into a certain direction, but without actually letting you in to the full details and truth of the story or of the knowledge that she or he holds for specific thing. Again, this doesn't have to be necessarily love. Imagine it's partnership or business deals that somebody is willing to move something forward to progress with something with you, but he's not letting you see the how was it called? The mini shrift, the mini print, on the bottom of the page. It's either cut or just he left this page out. This is how it feels to me. It's kind of like a little bit of warning there. In your obstacle or challenge is a very heavy anxiety, stress, discomfort, even dealing with certain things or knowing something that it gives you no peace of mind to go to sleep, pretty much as you see on the card. This woman is not only crying, not even crying, but she's so burdened by the information of what she has to resolve that her head is in her hands and she literally cannot sleep. There is even no tears actually in this card. It's more like, oh my God, I really don't know what to do with this. I am lost. I do not know what to make of it. I don't know how to go about it. I'm just feeling like I'm stuck in my head. This is how this card feels. This is an obstacle. It's going to give you grief. I believe something that is coming very fast towards you is going to overwhelm you. Now, the clarifier for this is the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a beautiful card. It's about success, abundance, security, but it's in your obstacle. It is something to do. Either something is going to be offered to you or something that you want to achieve, but the way that it's been communicated to you or given to you is going to put you in a very, very difficult position because you cannot see the small print, or you cannot see the details, or you don't know how to do it, or how to go about it, or how to collaborate with this person. You just cannot see it in your head. It's going to be presented to you, but what is presented to you, you cannot work out with this thing. So it's going to be absolutely stressful. In the outcome, is the Hierophant, as I said, your church cards, your mentorship, your structure, your tradition, um, high institution, an institution in any case, even it can mean community, everything to do with structure, foundation, institution, traditions, and mentorship, knowledge. This is in your outcome. It's good. So this means, actually, let me think about that a little bit. It's a good, this card is a good card. However, it worries me a little bit that underneath, I mean, I've said always that I'm reading intuitively. I will never make these readings as everyone says sugarcoating. I don't like that. I will not make them always ecstatic, sellable readings, please. I'm here to help. I will tell you as I feel it. I will tell you as I see it. As I feel it, as I see it. Ten of Swords is heavy card, the underneath card. It's feeling defeated. So many swords in his back now that he doesn't even bleed anymore. There is nothing. No blood to bleed. He doesn't feel any pain now. And amazingly, I recently found out, looked at this card again. Somebody drew attention to me, my attention to these specific details, that I don't know if you see his hand is with this kind of like I'm okay sign, but the swords are still in the back. So this card is to do with heavy pain that is endured and has been endured. It's actually, to me, this card says that this happened already. You've gone through the pain. You have felt it. You haven't healed yet. The swords obviously are there, but you bled enough. There is no more blood coming out. The only thing that is left now is for the swords to be taken out and to patch the wounds and let them heal, physically. There is no blood, there is no tears, there is nothing. So I believe that perhaps what will be pushed, offered, suggested to you as a structure, as a system, or as an approach, or as a start, but let's put it that way, system or structure. Maybe it's even something that you actually want to move away from. You don't want this. Maybe this specific way of working or doing things with someone, or even being in a partnership or a new partnership, some sort of system and structure, have been disappointing to you and have been hurtful to you, and you don't want them. This is how it feels to me. Let's clarify. One clarifier universe for Gemini for November for the Ninth of Swords and the High Priestess, your fast moving knight, and your intuition card. Wow. Two cards came out, and I'll take them as I said. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. The way I see it, that you will be dealing with something that is really putting you in discomfort. Really putting you in discomfort. more to do about the shape or form of it. It's not that you don't want this thing or this person or this venture or this enterprise, something, whatever it is going to be in your specific scenario, but something to do with the mode, shape, system, structure. It's absolutely not sitting well with you. It's either because you don't want to do anymore the same thing, the same structure, the same system, you don't want to live it, you don't want to live your life like that, or it's in absolute dissonance with yourself, or it's in absolute polarity with what you actually have been doing all your life. It's definitely not what you want to have in your life. So the clarifiers for the first two cards is the beautiful Queen of Wands, which is an absolutely amazing, charming, intellectual, attractive, sexy queen. Again, no genders, queen. I mean, men or women, but it's the queen here. She does absolutely everything amazingly. I call her the most beautiful host of most richest parties, flamboyant parties that everyone remembers and would always want to go back and be anticipating an invitation. Um, People will be wowed always when she walks into a room, everyone stares at her. Whatever she does it with grace and beauty and charm. It's just like almost like a magic in everything that she shows, exerts. Mm, Yeah, she has this kind of magic about not only appearances, but the way she speaks, mannerism, the way she executes the things. So that's beautiful card. Next to this card, though, is the Eight of Swords, feeling stuck. So what I believe of all these other swords here that I'm looking at, this anxiety with structure, with system, with something very, very rooted. I believe that you want more independence. You will want more independence, whether that's a proposal for a partnership, love, or work or career. You actually were envisaging yourself more like in your own power, attracting people, doing your own thing, wowing people with your intellect, with your beauty, with what you are capable of, doing with your hands, even not only with your hands, but with your speech, uh, even with your emotions, expressing yourself. And this is what you want for yourself. And this is what you will feel like after what here has been talked about or presented, like you're stuck. However, interestingly, this card in reality is not the symbol of being stuck. It is of you thinking that you are stuck because she is standing there, she is blindfolded, her hands are tied, there is rope around her upper body, but the swords are behind her, and she's like frozen. She doesn't move. If even she's not capable of taking off the blindfold to see what the reality is, she could at least maybe make a timid step, one step forward to try to move, not to jump because she's thinking there are swords and she'll get cut. But even a little bit just to test the land in front of her, she will understand that she's free to move, to walk, and there is no obstacles in front of her. There is no obstacles. So the clarifiers for what's coming towards you, and obviously after that we have some heavy cards, is you maybe need to get another perspective. And definitely stay away, we'll clarify the other cards, definitely stay away from this feeling overwhelmed in anxiety and feeling like a victim, like there is nothing else you can do now. It's not what I can work with. It's not what I wanted. Yes? Okay, let's clarify the obstacle cards. The anxiety and sleepless nights, and that this actually is to do with something that you really wanted, your absolute happiness. Queen of Pentacles. This is your clarifier for the anxiety card and the Nine of Cups. I always call it Knight of Cups. Okay. Knight of Cups Okay, maybe Knight of Cups is going to come, or a Knight of Cups you're dealing with some charmer and full of passion and love guy, but a bit unstable is the Knight of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a beautiful, independent queen. This queen, this card is the symbolism of self-employment, sole proprietorship, if we call it more fanciful, in a more fanciful way. She is very abundant. She's very strong with resources. Everything around her is beautiful and it's flourishing, flourishing, flourishing. She's like a reminder to me, like the Empress. But the Empress is a lot to do with birth of new things. This queen here is more to do with stability and groundedness, and she's building everything step by step. She has built it on her own. She doesn't need a queen because it's a very strong independence card. Self-employment, relying on yourself, being strong in your own resources. That clarifies your anxiety card. So I believe you will feel a little bit stuck. I mean, a little bit like somebody wants to cut your wings, or somebody wants to ground you too much. System, structure, beliefs, even maybe. And you will feel like you don't feel free in that thing to do your own thing. We will clarify more in the outcome. We'll see. But this is why you will feel this anxiety, because it's not going to match what you're envisaging for yourself, which is more independence and more growing your riches on your own. Maybe even stepping in your own truth and power without no one meddling the waters around you. Okay, what is the clarifier for the outcome, please? For the structure and the church card, and your Ten of Swords being exhausted of pain and hurt now. Disappointment. More to do with pain and hurt. Feeling also betrayed, by the way. The Ten of Swords is feeling betrayed and disappointed. We can feel betrayed if, let's say, as I said, it felt at the beginning that somebody might be wanting to leave the small print aside. And maybe you will eventually pick up on that. And you will not be very happy about that. Okay, you know your story best. Just apply what it will come here as an advice and guidance. What is the mini clarifier, not mini, the clarifier for the outcome, please, for the Gemini for November? You beautiful, beautiful Geminis. I am sure that you will do amazingly well and everything is going to work out beautifully. Two cards want to come out and I'll take them. Clarifiers for your structure, church card, and the feeling betrayed and disappointed card and exhausted is the generosity card, but also harmony and balance, and being clear who is doing what, what's your role, what's the role of the others, what is the expectation from you for them and from them for you. It's to do with status, achieved status, but you're not close to what you actually want. It's much more that you want. So you have to be very clear what you're giving and what you're receiving. This is what this card is, the way I interpret it. It is together with the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a beautiful card. It is your joyful socializing, being among your soul tribe, loving people, seeing eye to eye, just having fun, relaxing. Maybe that's even what you want. Or maybe it's a clarifier to step away from this heaviness, uh, change your perspective, as we said just earlier, change a little bit of perspective. Don't be quick to judge. In any case, November is going to be tough because of that. We will also be missing very easily details. I may be even quick to judge, quick to think that we have seen it all. We have to be careful with that. So that's a beautiful card. It maybe tells you chill it out a little bit, have fun. Maybe even if you feel overwhelmed, overstressed, maybe step away from everything if possible. or delay the final decisions or whatever finalities that have to come, and just have fun a little bit. Put your mind elsewhere and recharge with people you love, going out, socializing as much as you can. It will help you a lot. Now, what is within you? Within Gemini's for November? What's within you? One card, please. What's within you? One card, please, for Gemini. What's within you? What's within you? One card, please, universe. One card, please. Wow! You cannot pull a better card than this. For within you. You are so abundant. You're so attractive, the Empress. This card to me is like the mini magician. I mean, the Empress. She's the embodiment of the universe, of the absolute creator. Whatever you want, you will create. You have the resources, you have the mastery, you have the skills, you have the inner balance, you have the inner knowledge. You are absolutely on top, the top. There is nothing above this person. And the Empress doesn't need an emperor. She's that abundant. As I said, she's the creator. The universe is the creator. She. So, again, we're not talking necessarily about genders, but you know what I mean. This is within you. And I believe that you will know your power. Maybe that's why you'll be a little bit uncomfortable, maybe thinking that somebody wants to limit you or put you in some sort of a box or structure or something. You definitely, it's not going to sit well with you. However, look at the big picture, because there is quite a few cards here that are saying that it can be in your mind. You can allow a lot of these fears or fears or doubts to pull you into the wrong direction of thinking and judging the situation. What's within the person you're dealing with or the situation, please? One card. What is within the situation or the person that you're dealing with? Geminis. One card, please. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Knight of Wands. Fiery, passionate, very sexual, phallic as well symbol. Somebody's coming. Yeah, it does feel more like maybe a love partnership situation, taking maybe one relationship to the next level. There will be a lot of fire and speed. I believe maybe it's not going to sit well with you. Again, a lot of fire here. And passion, and a little bit of a, again, erratic. It feels because it's too much passion. There is no balance. It's not really erratic. It's not erratic. It's more to do that this is involving here too much passion and much less groundedness. And I believe where you want to be is more and more groundedness and clarity and planning and moving step by step into building an absolute kingdom, your Queen of Pentacles. But by the way, this here partnership, we have the actually, yeah, that's the Queen and Knight. This is what I was going to say, a nice partnership, but yeah, this is not the King. So there will be a little bit of disbalance. You are more onto the Queen, and now you've stepped out into the Empress even. You're emotionally and mentally, you will be higher than who you will be dealing with. This person is going to be more, a little bit maybe more immature or more disorganized in his thoughts or emotions, but it's because it's too much passion. I don't feel that it's a bad thing, but it's not going to sit well with you. You want something different, whether it's from this person or in your life, and you will be getting exactly what you actually want to move away from. He's not page, he's still a knight, but you want the queen, the king, if not the emperor. Actually, you're already the empress. At least you would have been maybe more acceptable to a king. Let's clarify, please, the Knight of Wands. Please, one more card. I just want to see Is this going to progress into a better direction? I mean, you have very good cards, but as I said, depends on your perspective a lot. It feels like it's going to be a choice of yours to make, and the power is in your hands. You're very powerful. The impulse is within you. It's amazing. You can create whatever you want, whether it's on your own or with this person or somebody else. It doesn't matter. It's too many cards came, but I want one card. Please, one clarifier for the Knight of Wands. What's within this personal situation, please? So it's clear too much passion, too much attractiveness here, but you want a little bit more stability and groundedness and clarity. Nine of Pentacles is beautiful. It's good. It's good. It's good. Maybe the mode or the shape or form is not going to sit well with you, but the outcome is going to be beautiful. You have Knight of Pentacles. It's a Nine of Pentacles. Again, Knight. Sorry. Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful abundance, achievement, stability, and security. This person, this is what he envisaged, and he's capable of doing it. But maybe the communication is not easy, or something within them is not settled. It's too much. There is some more balance that needs to be achieved, but it's definitely achievable and workable. It's very good. I like this. This last card was nice. Okay, let's see now your guidance from the unknown situation oracle deck that is always on the point. I'm going to shuffle the cards just a little bit, and then I'm going to pull one. Oh, one card wants to come out, so I take it. Bringer of light. How amazing is that? It says, become a bringer of light to illuminate your own path and the path of others. This is so on point again, because I was saying this person that is approaching you, if we're talking about a person and it feels like a person, maybe it's a little bit more imbalanced. It's too much passion, it's too much desire, it's too much of this. He wants maybe to move, or she wants to move all that quickly, which is not going to sit very well with you. However, with a little bit of more work, with a clearer communication, maybe with changing perspectives, this will happen. And this is your advice, bringer of light. Tap into your intuition yourself. Use your light. Open your heart. Calm yourself. And just see how everything is going to work itself out. Let me just read what is the full explanation of this card. One moment. Bringer of light. Beautiful reading. Geminis, what is going to be happening for you end of the year? Something amazing, exciting. Okay, let's see what it says now. I'm just holding it so you can see. Each of us can be a light bearer, illuminating our own path and that of others through our own light and wisdom. Light bearers represent hope, revelation, and positive energy, encouraging us to use our own power and influence to help others and ourselves find their way forward in the face of adversity. Stay positive, be a source of light by maintaining a positive mindset and positive energy in the face of difficulties and challenges. Influence others, use your wisdom and strength to influence those around you and help them find their way forward. Leadership, take on a leadership role when needed and guide the team to success. Caring for others. In interpersonal relationships, illuminate each other's paths with sincerity and care and face life's challenges together. A beautiful message, beautifully wrapping up what was said here. I think something amazing is coming. It's not going to be absolutely smooth path to bring everything into the final stage, but it feels like something very beautiful and abundant. So I wish you the best of luck. The luck is always, of course, in our own hands and minds. So thank you so much for supporting me. With your love and support, we will grow this channel tremendously, rapidly, and beautifully. Send me messages, email me. The email is underneath the description, and hit the like button, the notification button. So I will see you next time. Peace in the mind, love in the heart, balance in all we do. Love you. See you, beautiful souls. Bye.